Not yet.
Already? No? Not yet. Do you want? The first knowledge in the Tripura, that's an Visuddhi. So the first one is the Udiyavaya Jnana. In the Udiyavaya Jnana, so the first to be studied to become how many insight knowledges are included in the Tripura Jnana. That's also the how many insight knowledges included. Remember how many? Eight. If you answer eight, so you will not get any marks. So second one, why does the meditation pursue knowledge or horizon fall again here? So it is already included in the Madhyamaka Darsana Visuddhi. So Udiyavaya Jnana is divided into two parts, the former and the latter. Former is actually already included in the Madhyamaka Darsana Visuddhi. Only second part of Udiyavaya Jnana is included in the Tripura Jnana Darsana Visuddhi. So why does the meditation pursue knowledge of horizon for Udiyavaya Jnana again here? Here begin the Tripura Jnana Darsana Visuddhi. So it is already included in the Madhyamaka Jnana Darsana Visuddhi. This is the one thing you should learn. And the third one, what are the things that cover the three characteristics? So actually three characteristics are assistant. They assist all the time, but we don't see them because of being covered by the what are the things that cover the three characteristics. Santati, Vinyati, Idiyapata, and Kana Vinyati. So the three characteristics, how can they be discerned? To see the three characteristics, what should we do? How can we do to see the three characteristics? We must promote those three things that cover the three characteristics. So we have already discussed and learned. So the last one relating to the Udiyavaya Jnana, is there any difference between Anicca and Anicca Lakkhana, Dukkha and Dukkha Lakkhana, Anatta and Anatta Lakkhana? So what is the answer for that question? Is there any different or not? Are they the same or different? Different. So Anicca refers to five aggregates. The characteristic is characteristic of them, right? So very easy. So among these, I want you to write one assignment. That one, what are the things that cover the three characteristics and how can they be discerned? So we must try to contemplate the formations of Nama and Rupa by the mainly three characteristics, and in other words, like the seven contemplations, as you have, seven contemplations. Anicca Nupassana, Dukkha Nupassana, Anatta Nupassana, and then Virakka Nupassana, so and so, such and such. So I will not say again here, you must know them. So to see the three characteristics, we must try to contemplate Nama and Rupa of relations by means of seven contemplations. So if we contemplate Nama and Rupa with these seven contemplations, we can discover we can remove the cover of, anicca, dukkha, anatta. So we can remove the sandati, panyati, idiyapacha. Because of idiyapacha changing all the time, we don't see the dukkha. So we do see the dukkha. Sometimes we shouldn't change our posture. We must be patient by sitting or standing or lying for some time, for a long time maybe. So for that one, I want you to write one assignment for this semester. So what are the things that cover the three characteristics? How can we discern? They here refers to three characteristics. So I hope you are a meditation master, so you can instruct how to meditate to see three characteristics by removing, by discovering the three things. Okay, that is assignment for you. Let's see. Present in the new year. Have you? I hope all of them you have already taken. Okay, the last time we discussed the 8 advantages of contemplation of dissolution. So if we attain Vipassana Jnana, we will also gain these 8 advantages or 8 benefits of contemplation of dissolution. Last week we discussed it, and now relating to the last one I need to see on page number 753, related to the last paragraph 28, paragraph number 28. So if we attain Vipassana Jnana, we will also gain these 8 kinds of benefits. So regarding this, the ancient said on seeing these 8 perfect qualities. So 8 perfect qualities or 8 kinds of advantages. He comprehends, the meditator comprehends. If you are a meditator and when you attain this knowledge, Vipassana Jnana, you comprehend formations, nama and rupa or phenomena, constantly seeing break up in order to attain the deathless. Deathless referred to Nibbana, like the state with the burning tower. So it is very, very important for the meditator who see breaking up all the nama and rupa all the time. So he will eagerly try to practice. He will eagerly continue practicing meditation, looking or seeing the breaking up of the formations. So he understands, he comprehends. Those formations are constantly breaking up. So in this way, so one can try to practice insight meditation more and more. So after learning these, so we must go back the first to be studied in the Vipassana Jnana. What is Vipassana Jnana? And how does a meditator contemplate the dissolution of an object to attain it? So in the previous lectures we discussed the object, the whole object can be, Nyatinja, Nyaninja, Ubobi, Pasadi. So the first object is the object of the present meditation mind. That present meditation mind can be object of another meditation mind. In this way, we must see the dissolution of both Jnana and Jnana. So that is main point for the Vipassana Jnana, to see the dissolution of Jnana and Jnana, dissolution of previous object and also meditating mind as well. In this way, continuously we must see the dissolution of all object and also meditating mind. So both jnana and jnana must be contemplated. So how does a meditator contemplate the dissolution of an object to take it? For example, when we see something, so the appearance or the rupa is first object of our mind, and the seeing mind also can be the object of another new contemplative mind. So we must see both the first object and also second object. The dissolution of both objects must be seen. So in this way, we can practice Penganupassana Jnana to attain Penganupassana Jnana. And second one, what are the three types of Vipassana mentioned in the knowledge of contemplation or dissolution? Elucidate them. What are the three Vipassana? Remember? Patisankha Vipassana, Vaya Lakkhana Vipassana, and Adipanya Vipassana. So, related to this one, you must elucidate them in detail. So, what is the Patisankha Vipassana? What is Vaya Lakkhana Vipassana? And what is Adipanya Vipassana? So, these are specially mentioned in the Penganupassana Jnana, three types of Vipassana. Not main one, these are the set meaning of Vipassana. Patisankha Vipassana, Vaya Lakkhana Vipassana, and Adipanya Vipassana. So, what are the three types of Vipassana mentioned in the knowledge of contemplation or dissolution? Penganupassana Jnana, and elucidate them. So what is Patisankha Vipassana, what is Vaya Lakkhana Vipassana, and what is Adipanya Vipassana? You must explain. And the last one, what are the advantages? So 8 advantages just now we learned that one can gain when the meditator constantly see that all formation is breaking up all the time. And when he attains knowledge of contemplation or dissolution, when he attains Penganupassana Jnana, how many types of advantages, how many types of benefit can we attain? So one can gain here, attain or gain. So what are the advantages? 8 advantages that one can gain when the meditator constantly see the all formations breaking up all the time, and when the meditator attains knowledge of contemplation or dissolution. So the meditator will gain 8 advantages, right? So this is the last one to be emphasized for studying in the Penganupassana Jnana. So, and then among 3, you should prepare this middle one. What are the 3 types of Vipassana mentioned in the knowledge of contemplation or dissolution? Elucidate them. This is it. Just for preparing for your exam, no assignment. Don't write it, right? But you can prepare. You don't need to submit. Only the first one you must submit. Are you clear so far? No. Satta Wasa. So we must differentiate these what by what. All kinds of becoming means Sabbabawa. Generation, Yoni, destiny, Gati, station, Chiti, or abode of being, Satta Wasa. Satta Wasa, here on the screen you can see for the Satta Wasa. So we Myanmar people, when we share our merits with all beings at that time, we usually recite Adawata Kumbuwane. But sometimes, what are the 9 Adawasa, if you are asked? You know? What are the 7 Vijnana TDs? So for that we must clearly know it here. So 9 abodes of being Sadawasa. So it is stated in the Ingogra Nikaya, Tika Nibbata, page number 201. So the first one here, so we must differentiate them. The first one is Nanada Kaya, Nanada Sengi. Nana means a different. Kaya means body. Or Nanada Sengi is a different, Parisani Jika. Sengi, Vibhaga Jika especially. So human, abode, deity, human, deities, and the situation abode and sun, Unipatikas Asura. So they had different body and different Parisani Jika. They are included in the name Nanada Kaya, Nanada Sengi. Second one, Nanada Kaya, Ekada Sengi. Although they had different abodes and different body, but they had the same Parisani Jika. So 4 abaya. So for the 4 abaya, so what are the 4 abaya? Abaya. Animals. And then Veda and Asura. So they had different bodies, right? So the being who are subject to, suffering in the hair, something like that. So 4 abaya, but the Parisani Jika is the same for them. Only one Parisani Jika. So they are Ekada Sengi, but different bodies, different places, different body, and same Parisani Jika. 4 abaya is one thing, and another first Brahma abodes. The abode is the same, different. First Brahma abodes. So first Jhana, Vibhaga, Jika. So first Brahma abode, how many first Brahma abodes? 3, so different places, right? So but the same Parisani Jika. First Jhana, Vibhaga, Jika. So in this way, they are divided into 9 abodes of beings. And we can also know Vijnanatiti at the same time when we study this one. So the third one, Ekada Kaya Nanada Sengi. So the same place but a different Parisani Jika. So in the second Jhana abodes. Actually second Jhana abode the same place, but the San Brahma are reborn with the second Jhana Vibhaga Jika. San Brahma are reborn with the third Jhana Vibhaga Jika. So different Vibhaga, Jhana Vibhaga Jika. That's why Ekada Kaya Nanada Sengi. So the fourth one, Ekada Kaya, Ekada Sengi. So third Jhana abodes. Ekada Kaya, Ekada Sengi. And we have Pala and Sudawasa abodes. So they have the same, Brahma abode. So Parisani Jika also have the same, or what type of Jada or Fort Jama Jada, that Jana abodes. So this may be confused with the Jetoka and Benjaka method, right? Jetoka and Benjaka method, we must differentiate it, so not to be confused. So there's in the Jetoka method, fourfold method, so this is understood. So mainly we must know the name first, Nanada Gaya, Nanada Senyi, Nanada Gaya, Igara Senyi, Igara Gaya, Nanada Senyi, Igara Gaya, Igara Senyi. The fifth one, Asenyi. So it refers to Asenya Sada Brahma. So they have no Vinyana. That's why in the Vinyana treaty only 7. Among 9, we must reduce this one as a 1. And the last, Agasa Niyayarana, Vinyana Yayarana, Aminya Yarana, and Devasanyana Sanyayarana. Devasanyana Sanyayarana also, although they have some a little singi, but it means no singi. That's why in the Vinyana treaty they are not counted. They are not counted. That's why if we know 9 abodes of being, we also know 7 Vinyana treaty. So reducing or minus here Asinyi and Devasanyana Sanyayarana. So in this way we should understand about the 9 abodes of beings. Satawasa, Pongoa. So these are just to be noted as a knowledge. So all kinds of becoming, generation, destiny, station or abode of beings appear to him in the form of a great terror. So everywhere it is very, fearful for him. It's as a terror. Are you afraid of living in the human abode now? You are not afraid of living here because you think it is a safe place for us, right? But in the eyes of the, meditator who attain everywhere is very fearful to stay in the 31 abodes, right? Like a blind man is not afraid of the ghost because he doesn't see. Although the ghost trying to show different, fearful appearance in front of him, but the blind man doesn't see the ghost. That's why he is not afraid of it. Like that blind man, we are not afraid of anything in the world. So we are happy with anything, any situation sometimes, like hands or pigs or some cows. So some, hands are carried to kill, but at that moment, during the moment of going to the place to be killed, but they were happy, they are happy by taking the food while going on the road maybe. So in this way, we don't see the danger, we don't see the terror, but for the meditator who has seen the dissolution, breaking up, or the formations. So everywhere it is fearful for him. That's why here. So then information in class according to all kinds of becoming, generation, destiny, station, or abode of beings appear to him in the form of a great terror. As lions, tigers, leopard, bear, hyenas, spirits, ogres, hens, bulls, savage, dogs, rat, maddened, white elephants, and hideous, venomous serpents, thunderbolt, chandragram, butterfly, flaming cupid, etc. appear to a timid man who wants to live in peace. So these things are also very fearful for us when we see them, when we experience them. But for the meditator meditator, when he sees all these abodes, so they are fearful in his eyes, in his mind of wisdom. So fear determinant who wants to live in people. When the meditator sees how past formations have ceased, present one are ceasing, and those to be generated in the future will see. In just the same way, then what is called knowledge as appearing as terror arises in him at that stage. So here is a simile a woman's three sons that have fainted against the king. So it seems the king ordered their heads to be cut off. So the mother went with her son to the place of their execution. When they had cut off the eldest one's head, they set about cutting off the middle one's head. Seeing the eldest one's head already cut off and the middle one's head being cut off, she gave up hope for the youngest, because the previous two have already cut off, so she had seen the situation of them. So she gave up the hope for the last one also. So they refers to, the first son refers to past formation, second son refers to present formation, third son refers to future formations. Maybe here past aggregates, present aggregates, future aggregates, we can also see like this. So we visit, 5 aggregates in this life. In the past, we have already, disappear in the past life. So dissolution of the past aggregates, past formation. Then we are born as a present aggregate. So these present aggregates also, when we meditate and when we attain Vijnanapasanna, whenever we see these formations or these aggregates, we see the breaking up of those aggregates of formation. So disappearance all the time, continuously after arising, so they disappear immediately after arising. So as a meditator who attains Vijnanapasanna jnana and Vijnanapasanna jnana, so he sees them. So all breaking up. So he sees, that's why he gives us the hope for the future formations to exist permanently. Future aggregates to exist permanently. So they will also break up. Like someone who has experience, who have married many times. So when that person sees a new couple and trying to marry, they will also break up. They will also break one day, maybe. So if they don't break up when they are alive, in one way or another, they must break up. They must separate when someone dies, right? So not permanently, they cannot, associate. They cannot stay together permanently. So they must separate. We must separate each other one day or one way or another. That's why, so the meditator sees, so the first formations have already disappeared, and present one also has disappeared. So for the future formations, the meditator is a hope to permanently exist. So these formations in the future as well will be disappeared. He understands. So it's similar to the mother who has 3 sons. So when they had cut off the eldest son's head, they set about cutting off the middle one's head. Seeing the eldest one had already cut off and the middle one's head being cut off, she gave up hope for the youngest, thinking he too will fail like them, wear face like them, right? He too wear face like them. So that is one sentence I like. So these two will pass away. You also have seen that sentence, one sentence, only one sentence can, be very, very meaningful to apply for our life. So these two will pass away. So I thought that is the story of the king. So he wanted to, cure his mental diseases. So he asked to create one sentence. That's why some sage or some scholar maybe he create one ring, a ring. Whenever he went, so there is a letter on the ring. So these two will pass away. So because of this sentence, this letter, so he has many, a kind of remedy. It is a kind of remedy for every, mental disease. So he recites this again and again. So whenever he see a ring, he resists. So it is like a reciting very often. These two will pass away. These two will pass away. These two will pass away. And again. So because of that, when he looks something, so it is not very effective for him. So he knew already. So these two will pass away. In the same way, here also the meditator knows, so these two will pass away. That same. So future aggregates of future information also will pass away, like the previous, past and present, objects or formations. So because of that, so when they disappear, when they, depart, so it doesn't it is not very effective for him. So he can stay peacefully. Okay, he is seeing the cessation of, now the meditator seeing the cessation of the transformation is like the woman seeing the essence and cattle. He is seeing the cessation of those presence like seeing the middle ones and being cattle. He is seeing the cessation of those in the future, thinking information to be generated in the future will seek to is like given a hope for the youngest son, thinking he too will fare like him, which means he too will feast like them. When he see in this way, knowledge of appearing as terror arises in him at that stage. So it is very fearful. So in his understanding, he see like that. Not he is not afraid of with the dosa, but with the jnana, we must also differentiate that one. So if we say we are afraid of something, we may confuse with the dosa, but not here dosa with the jnana. Jnana, we must clearly know for that. So if we see this what, so we will understand for that, some way down, some way more deep. Jati Bayam, Jara Bayam, Yari Bayam, Prana Bayam. So Jati is also a kind of danger or fearful things for the, person with the knowledge or insight. But for the normal person, Jati being, but it's not dangerous, right? We are happy to see the newborn baby. Oh, newborn baby was born. Welcome to our world, baby. We will be welcome. But that baby will experience a lot of suffering in this life as a human baby. So when the baby was very young, so although the mosquitoes or something bite him or her, so they cannot run away. So they just, one thing they can do is just crying. In this way, there are many, challenges for him in the human world. So they must learn as a young kid a lot. And also they must, do business when they are adult. And also when they are old, they must also Janiya Chanandi Jadi Jara Yadi Marana actually. It refers to the suffering of being rebirth, suffering of being old age, suffering of being sick, and suffering of death, etc. We must see. So whenever we see Jadi or Jara or Vyadi or Marana, we can get Samvega if we have a good eyesight or wisdom, not normal eyesight. We must use the eyesight, good one. That's why when you request to write some letters in the Ajariya Puja, I wrote two types of knowledge. Two types of knowledge. Kamasakata Jnana, Kamasakata Jnana and Vipassana Jnana. Kamasakata Jnana is like eyeglasses to see afar, right? So in the past, in the future, at present, we can see anything with it. Kamasakata Jnana. So if we do something bad, so we will get the bad results. If we do something good, we will get the good result. That is a kind of eyeglasses to see far things, like seeing in the past, seeing the thing in the past and in the future, and also at the present we can see the Gamma and its result. But to see near things, so we must use the eyeglasses of Vipassana Jnana to see our mind and body. So we must use the eyeglasses like far-sighted or near-sighted, the power of the eyeglasses we might use Kamasakata Jnana and Vipassana Jnana. So if we don't have Vipassana Jnana, we cannot see the near things as well. We don't see the Nama and Rupa as reality. We may see wrongly because we don't wear the eyeglasses of Vipassana Jnana. And sometimes when we see afar, if we don't wear the Kamasakata Jnana, we may see wrongly. So because of that, we must try to wear two glasses, so Kamasakata Jnana and Vipassana Jnana. Okay, so another definition. So here you will see different definition, but nearly the same. Somewhere God is Sakotapa Jnana Dikojati. Sakotapa Jnana Dikojati. So Samvega refers to Sakotapa Jnana, Saha Kotapa Jnana. So Kotapa, do you know the Kotapa Jitasika, one of the Jitasika, Kotapa. So it is afraid of doing evil deeds, right? So that Kotapa with understanding Jnana, so that is called Samvega. So although we say we are afraid of something, Samvega, but it is not being afraid of with dosa, with Jnana. That's why here you see Sakotapa Jnana. Jnana is the main state of the main state, main middle state here, Sakotapa Jnana. Saha Kotapa Jnana. So two middle states we will see here, Kotapa and Jnana. So not only Kotapa but also Jnana. That's why with the Kotapa and Jnana, when we see Jadi Jara, Jadi Marana, we are afraid of them to be reborn again, to be, old age, or to be sick, or to be dead. We are afraid of them with the Jnana. If we don't have Jnana, we're not afraid of them. So you can check yourself if you are afraid of them or not. If you are afraid of them, you have Samvega Jnana. If you are not afraid of them, you don't have Samvega Jnana. You don't need to go to be checked by others. So second one, Dhamma Samvegodi, Dhamma Vasena Obudo Samvego, Dhamma Samvego. Dhamma Samvegodi, Sakotapa Jnana, sorry, yeah. Dhamma Samvegodi, yeah, say we might kind of separate. Yeah, also deep. Bayanti, Benga Nubasanayana, Benga Nubasanayana. Jignandi, so one who has attained that jnana, so Sabba, Sankara, Dobaya, Navasena, Bayana Vasena. So they are connected, Benga Nubasanayana and Bayanubasanayana, because we see the breaking of the foundation, so we are afraid of them. We are afraid of them. In this way, we should understand. So, Jignandi, Sabba, Sankara, Dobaya, Bayana Vasena, Obana, Bayanyana. Samvegandi Savadabanyana, Puttapa Mewawa. So in this way, so Samvega means so Savadabanyana, the knowledge arising with Buddhapa Chitasika. So not dosa, we must clearly know it. So to be afraid of something, not only dosa but also panya is needed to see the reality. So in this way we should differentiate dosa and jnana. So samvega must be understood here clearly to clearly understand for that two types of being afraid or two types of fear. So fear with